Hello everybody and welcome back to Syberia. Just listen to that. Music to my ears, literally. This means we can get paid by the rectors, so let's go back into the university, collect the money, then we can give that to the people on the barge, and hopefully they can sort out our little train problem. Although we're still going to have a bit of a problem with the panel that's locked. I still haven't found a key or a code for that. But, let's just get the money to start with. Hello again, gentlemen. Right, now let's see if we can sort this out.
Gentlemen, forgive me for disturbing you again, but I have a little problem.
A little problem.
No, let's just skip this.
They are kept to oneself.
Nor train.
yeah, okay. Let's see. The money, I suppose.
Gentlemen, I have managed to repair your university bandstand.
Damn right.
The bandstand is playing again. This is marvelous news. We are really very grateful indeed.
Are they just taking our word for it?
Very grateful indeed. We will look back on your visit with much fondness in our hearts.
Okay.
And now let us in turn honor our word. How much is it you need, miss?
I didn't tell him.
$100.
No!
If it's not too much to ask.
1,000! Or like 400, 500, something like that.
We agreed to grant you the aforementioned sum.
You could have asked for more.
You may now leave with your train.
Well, if only it's that easy. Coins? You're paying me in coins?
And while we're on the subject...
In a
when
money
will you be
bag.
leaving?
Yes, because now you should relocate your train as quickly as possible.
Oh, believe me, there is nothing I'd like more.
Here we are, busy chatting.
Already?
Thank you for a charming visit.
And thank you, gentlemen.
Right, well, now that I've got a sack of money, let's take it to the people on the barge. Alright, here we go. There it is, just a sack of money. Of course, I've still got that voice cylinder. I'll have to pay a visit to the train to listen to that. But the money to start with. There you go. Hop to it, Kate, hop to it.
There you go. Here's your money. I've checked it. It's all there.
Liar. Oh, don't throw it! Oh! Ooh, that could have gone so wrong. Okay. And this is where they just reverse out and leave me, isn't it?
Ah, thank you. Not difficult get dollar, see? You are a real businesswoman.
I'm not the only one around here.
No, apparently not.
Pleased to do deal with you. Now, you open lock or we no help you.
Right.
Why didn't you manage to open them? After all, you don't have to be a genius.
Ma vad pensioner esto, di kleine madam. No se säger ma.
I love whatever language this is meant to be.
Kaput in a deri bordel.
Generic European, I guess.
On boom telefonieren, kaput.
My
telephone's broken, I think.
husband say, instructions complicated. No understand manual. My husband angry. Very angry. Oh, now telephone broke. Kaput.
Okay.
Now that is annoying. What are you going to do next?
We wait repairman.
Well,
Ooh.
I don't have the time to wait.
Nah, it's gonna
I'll have
take
to
a couple of
go
days,
have a
isn't
look.
it?
There must be some way of releasing the opening mechanism.
Yeah.
Take key. Sailor
Ooh.
always need key for lock.
Right. Oh, is he getting the key out? Okay, that explains a lot. Whoa. Shit, that was so close to going in the water.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, that is actually really hard to see. Good thing I was paying attention. There we are. So that's going to be the key. So I can unlock the panel and then I can push the buttons there. Okay. Yeah, put it in there with the rest of the stuff. Yeah, very small key. Okay, let's head back up to that panel and see what we can do. Oh, phone call again. Who is it this time? My boss?
Hello?
Kay, how's my little baby?
My mum.
I was thinking about you only yesterday because I saw this fantastic fur coat. You are wrapping up warm, aren't you? I mean, people in foreign countries never know how to dress properly for the weather.
Mom, it's so sweet of you to worry, but I'm fine, really. The trip's a breeze, no worries. I mean, there's...
Well, when are you coming back? Frank is dying to meet you.
Frank? Oh, yeah, your singer. You two seeing each other then?
Oh, you'll never guess the surprise he gave me yesterday.
No, I suppose I won't.
Frank invited me to a big charity show organized by, oh, well, someone or another. Anyway, they got him singing a couple of old numbers from his repertoire, and in the end, he asked me to go up on stage with him. Can you imagine me, your mother, on stage in front of thousands of people?
Wow, I would have loved to have been there. Not too emotional, I hope.
Oh, too emotional by far, especially as I hadn't even been to the hairdresser. Well, I didn't even have the proper dress on. But Frank promised me he'd see to that next time. Oh, he's such a cutie, and he's got the sweetest little...
I'm sure he has, Mom.
It would be
Sweetest
so
little what?
good if you could join us one day. Let's see, when is his next gala? I'm so forgetful these days. I swear I'd lose my head if it weren't in the clouds. You just watch out, my girl. Them years will catch up with you much quicker than you think.
Thanks for
I'll
that.
look out for them, Ma. Nice to hear your voice. Lots of love.
Well, to you too, my little munchkin.
I think she was just phoning to brag, basically, but that's fine, I suppose. Okay. Yeah, let's continue our journey past the bridge, of course. The panel should be on my left. That's it. Okay, well, I've got the key now. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so yeah, let's examine this bit. The slot was just below the keypad. Yeah, that's it. The lock key goes in there. Perfect fit. Fantastic. Right. I don't really know what I'm doing here. What's this? Oh, I can actually use
The
this.
instructions are written in a language I don't recognize.
Shit. We can't move the dials or anything? There's a little compass up there. No idea what that would be for.
The instructions are written in a language I don't recognize.
I was hoping that those might be the English instructions or something. Okay, sure. So, it seems we have to enter 2 numbers. That seems to be like the delete button, the hash key, or the number key. And that enters it. Okay. This looks a lot like my telephone keypad. In fact, I think it might as well be. I might have to call that number up again. Have I still got the number written down somewhere? 27666742, was that it? Let's try that. Because, I don't know. It might be what I had to enter on the phone. That is the number, right?
Welcome to the East
Yes.
Block Control Center.
Okay, so I'm going to skip through this. The number sign, that's that one, of course. Yep. I know that now.
If you are using the Haltenberg lock, press
Right.
1.
No.
If you are using the
Brockstadt lock is 4.
press 2.
Rockstar lock is 4. Okay, 4.
If you want to raise the water level,
Right.
press 1.
I think
If
I
you
want
want
it to be
lower the
lowered,
water
actually.
level, press 2. To return to
So-
the last command, press the number.
That'll be 2, yeah?
You want to lower the water level in the Barrackstadt lock?
That's right.
To confirm your choice, press star.
Got it, okay. Obviously, this isn't going to work.
Your request has been logged.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, our regional technician is currently...
Okay, so it's going to take up to 2 days to get it fixed. Never mind. Okay, but whatever. What about if we put 4 and 2 in? Because 4 being the Rockstat lock and 2 being lower the water level. That's it! That is it! Fantastic. Okay. And presumably 4-1 would raise it. Hang on, does that mean that... Because there was like 3 other locks before I got to the Rockstat one. If I put in like 3-1 or 3-2, could I like manipulate the gates somewhere else? Maybe. Anyway. The water level has been lowered. These gates are open. I think the people on the barge can probably come through.
Hey there! On the boat!
Guten Tag, schöne Mademoiselle.
My husband say, hello,
Yep, we get it. Okay, so... locks, I suppose.
Right, I've got it.
Yes.
I know now how the locks work. So guide your boat into the lock, and I'll take care of the mechanism.
Gottverdammt. Das ist eine echte Ladies. Alle etwa, range alle Dingen and obligados de dame. Ach, set content und zurück again.
What did your husband say?
You, hurry up. We hurry to travel again.
Okay. We'll meet each other on the other side. By my train, okay?
I was half expecting her to say, I have no idea what my husband's saying. Alright, fantastic. So that moves up. They're gone. Alright, so I suppose now we need to raise the water level. And since 4-2 lowered it, 4-1 is going to raise it, right? I'm hoping so. Okay, so let's try 4-1. Is it as simple as that? Apparently so. Fantastic, really. That was nowhere near as complicated as I thought it might be. Okay, so they're going up now. And they can continue their journey, but hopefully they don't. Not before they pull the train. Yep, they're on the same level. And they are stopping. That's good news. Okay, they're not screwing me over. They're not taking the money and running. So, what do we want to do? I suppose we probably have to go over the bridge again and go back to the train. Right, how's this going to work exactly?
Hey there! On the boat!
Barge on other side. You still need us?
Absolutely. Yes, I suppose... Mission?
There. Your barge is over the locks now. It's up to you to keep your part of the bargain.
Yes, Frau. Attach loco.
Attach
My
loco.
husband say, return to train, attach chain, then barge will pull.
Okay.
Right.
I'll get moving.
What chain? Am I meant to have a chain or something right now? I don't know. Help?
What do we do now to tie my train to the barge?
Mademoiselle tak, loco coco bitchen.
What did your husband say?
You attach chain to train.
Where is it?
Chain put train with barge.
Hop, catch it up.
Oh, he's got it. Brilliant. Okay. Yeah, sling it over. Hang on, where's the train gone? It's just disappeared. Yeah, and it's back again. Right, so... I see. There it is. There it is. Fantastic. Now we need to attach that to the train. Somewhere, anyway.
If that's going to work...
Oh, no.
Looks like something's missing.
Don't tell me I can't do this. What? Oh, hang on, no. The hook. Is that what the hook's for? That's what the hook's for. And that kind of explains why I found it where I did. Yeah, okay, alright. Oh, look at this. This is real progress. The rectors are going to be so pleased. Getting ever closer to that wall. That's right. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Right. Let's follow suit. Let's follow the train. I suppose we need to hop onto it to hop off on the other side to wind it all up. Another phone call? Blimey.
Hello, Kate Walker here.
Miss Walker, this is Professor Pond.
Ah.
I'm about to start my lecture on the U-calls at any moment. Please make haste to come.
Okie dokie.
Okay, I'll give it my best.
Excellent. We'll be in the main lecture hall. See you soon.
The main lecture hall. There's other lecture halls? I suppose so. Okay, fair enough. Before that, though, let's see if we can wind this up. So, if I go up onto the train and go off on the other side... That is an option, right? It seems to be. Yes, that's it. And it's the same winding mechanism that I found in Valladolid, so shouldn't be that difficult to operate. I think I had to turn the wheel to start with, and then I had to pull the lever. So, let's try that. It's perfectly synced up as well. The barge did a very good job of pulling us. That's it. Now just give this a pull, and then the flap opens, and the key goes in. That's it. Give it a few rotations, and then, well, I guess that's good for another few miles. I could have really done that by hand, I think, if I just kept one of those keys. Another phone call. Bloody hell.
Hello?
Where are you?
Hi, Dan. I'm in Bargstadt.
What? Is that a town? I hope the man you're looking for lives there. Are you coming home soon?
I told you he'd be worried.
From what I gather, it's one huge university with an extraordinary station aviary. If you could only see it, there are trees and birds everywhere. It's so weird here.
Sounds like a great place for a bit of sightseeing. So, are you coming back soon?
I don't think so. In fact, the train I'm traveling on has some kind of a mechanical problem. We've been forced to stop here.
Well, not anymore.
Us? I thought you were alone. Who's with you?
Oscar, the train engineer.
You're messing around with mechanics now, are you?
Don't be so stupid, Dan.
No.
Please. Oscar's an automaton created by Mr. Varlberg, the man I'm looking for. And he's not any old robot. He's a sophisticated butler type, if you see what I mean. He's a bit obsessive as well.
Kate, I don't know what they're feeling in Europe, but don't you think it's time that you came home?
I can see his
But
point of view,
my
to be
mission
honest.
still
This
isn't
is all very
finished.
strange.
To hell with your
Fantastical.
mission. I don't know why you accepted it in the first place. If you just stuck to the middle of the road, then we wouldn't be in this mess.
We? If there's
No.
any mess, it's me who's in it. And while I'm trying to come to grips with strange towns, you, my darling, are sitting at home on your butt. I seem to remember we had nothing against my departure.
It was only going to be 2 or 3 days, Kate. Please, try to put yourself in my shoes.
Your shoes. Not only do I have to fit myself into your diary, but I've got to get myself into your shoes as well? Is there anywhere else Sir would like me to put myself while we're on this subject?
Oh,
Look, I don't want
it's
to
getting mean now.
Call me back when you've calmed down.
I was perfectly calm before I picked up your call. I only wanted a few words of encouragement, not your disdain. Was that too much to ask?
You can be such a selfish...
Takes one to know one, sweetheart.
Oh! Cut him off. Cut him off before he can say any more. Wow, alright. So, my job's kind of falling apart. My relationship's kind of falling apart. It's not going too well, is it? But I guess I'm having fun. Right. Anyway, we've wound the train up. It should be good to go. But before we leave, we're going to need to get that mammoth back, and we're going to need to attend the lecture, I suppose, to do that. But before that, if we have the opportunity, I want to get back onto the train and try to listen to the voice cylinder that I picked up last time. I guess it was something that Hans left behind. Dan thought I was messing around with Oscar. No. Right. Yeah, of course I've got that wine bottle and that mushroom powder as well. Still don't really know what to do with these. Perhaps they're going to be useful later on. Anyway. There you go. It fits.
Hans, I have some very sad news. Our father is dead. He passed away peacefully last Sunday in his sleep. I feel so lonely now.
Father had been but a shadow of himself since your departure. I had to take care of everything for him. Housework, factory paperwork, the workforce, clients, everything. And now, today, well, I really don't know who or what I'm fighting for. Times are so hard, and this terrible war is destroying everything. Nobody cares for our automatons anymore. I just think about you returning. And when you do return, I will have turned this factory into a palace worthy of your genius. Please take care of yourself. I love you so much, Anna.
Aw, that's quite touching, really. Why did Hans leave it behind? Bad memories or something? And of course, yes, it's very important, so we're going to keep that on the shelf with the others. Alright, that's fantastic. Back to the university it is to attend Professor Pons's lecture. Oh boy, this is going to be fun, I think. I do have my pen and paper, just in case I do need to take notes. I'm still not entirely sure if the people in the comments were joking when they said there was going to be a test afterwards. I don't remember enrolling to this university, but perhaps I did without knowing it. Anyway, off we go.
Ah, there you are, Miss Walker. Good. Take a seat quickly.
There's only 2 people here.
Lesson.
And one of them's asleep. Sort of. What a strange uniform. They all look like sort of train engineers or something. Okay, there's a few more people. But, what, 5?
My young friends, A very exciting discovery, unimaginable up until only a few hours ago, has come into my hands and has finally allowed me to complete my study on the mysterious Yukol people. Lights, please. The Yukols are a people from the far north about whom very little is known. They live far away, very far away, on the frozen borders of Syberia. This distance and the climatic conditions of the region, which are unfavorable to human existence, have limited the size of the Yukol population and kept it out of reach of the scientific world. The handful of slides that follow are actually the only documentation we have in our possession. It was a Russian explorer who made these drawings and took these photographs 100 or so years ago. Today, we owe what we know about the Yukol people and their culture to him. We know that the origins of the Yukols date back to the last ice age. Curiously, evidence of their presence has been found in Western Europe, and more precisely in the prehistoric caves at the heart of the Alps. This people, it seems, undertook a long migration over centuries towards the far north of the globe. The reasons for this migration are due to the importance of the mammoth in their craft, trade, and culture. They used them for transportation and as beasts of burden. The mammoth brought them meat, skins, fat, and ivory. Man and animal lived in symbiosis. There's no doubt about it. Mammoths started to drift away from the region due to changing climatic conditions, and the Yukols followed them to the north, the edges of Syberia. Prehistoric cave drawings, identified as Yukol in origin, first led me to the extraordinary hypothesis that the Yukols had managed to domesticate the mammoth. They are, to the best of our knowledge, the only prehistoric people to represent a man riding a mammoth. Today, because of this genuine mammoth skin effigy, identified by myself as an authentic Neolithic object, I can confirm this hypothesis. Yukol forebears managed to tame mammoths. Prehistoric man uses little imagination. He draws what he sees and represents scenes from real life. This familiar day-to-day object is actually a children's toy. As we have seen, Yukol existence was inextricably linked to that of the mammoth. They used its skin for clothing and to make the roofs and walls of their houses. They used the tusks to build the frameworks of their homes, as well as weapons, tools, and jewelry. Curiously, the disappearance of the mammoth 12,000 years ago had no immediate effect on the Yukol's way of life. It seemed that for a long time after, the people maintained their strong bond with the mammoth through the centuries. As incredible as it may seem, the Yukol people have continued right up until the start of this century to feed themselves on mammoth meat and to use the skin for clothing and shelter. Their ivory craftwork industry is still flourishing. It would appear that to preserve ancestral customs, the Yukols learned how to exploit through the centuries the large number of frozen mammoth carcasses that were perfectly preserved in the ice of the Siberian tundra. They have been able to live mainly off this enormous freezer stock for almost 30 centuries. As plausible as this explanation may seem, it seems it is not enough for the scientific community who, I will confess, is greatly perplexed by the question. In the absence of acceptable scientific evidence, we have to make do with Yukol shaman.
People are going down like flies around me.
The research department that I have the honor to represent today lends no credence to the myths and legends that these tribal charlatans peddle. You have to take their stories at face value, mere tales to while away the long Siberian winter. The legend of the Siberian ice ark is a very good example. You are invited to find out for yourselves from the pamphlet that I had passed around to you. This legend would have us believe that today, somewhere on a lost island to the north of Syberia, there are living mammoths still in existence, a sort of hangover from the Ice Age. This small herd has been miraculously preserved for more than 120 centuries by the Yukol's tender care. And the island on which the pachyderms are said to live is called Syberia.
Oh.
My friends, I advise you to resist the temptation you may have to believe in this pish and tish. The island of Syberia is not charted on any map, and the idea that mammoths have survived to the 21st century is an idle scientist's pipe dream. The Yukols were sadly among the first victims of the colonization of continental Siberia led by the Russians in the 20th century. The Kolkhoz and Sovkhoz systems, as well as the exploitation, disdain, and humiliation people had to suffer, marked a definitive break in the Yukol's traditional lifestyle. Since the collapse of the communist regime, the Yukol population finds itself confronted with the same political and social upheavals that other Siberian communities are experiencing. There are two consequences to arise from this. Some Yukols have lost their tribal identity and have integrated into the Russian population. Others, however, have sought long and hard to re-establish links with their ancestral culture that was lost under the Soviet regime. Now, at the start of the 21st century, the last true surviving Yukols have gone to live on the vast territories of their ancestors. Nobody knows today where they live or how they survived. Their very existence would be a matter for speculation if they did not turn up periodically at the tundra's most isolated fur trading posts to exchange mammoth tusks for essential items. There ends my lecture for today. Thank you for being among us today, Miss Walker. Please
all right, everyone, wake up, wake up.
Where you will find
it's
your
over.
mammoth doll. There are also photocopies of my lectures should you so require them.
Okay, fantastic. I did take a few notes, just in case. That guy's voice, though, it's grating. I don't know, imagine if I did an hour-long video where I sounded like this. About half an hour in, you'd think, stop fucking talking, because that must be hurting your voice. It's the same kind of thing. Whoa. I left a glitch in my wake. Okay, the lecture's over. Presumably I just have to pick up the toy doll and get out of here, really, right? Let's go. Let's see, the doll used to be on the desk, and I think it still is, yes. Can I actually grab it now? Fantastic. Alright, that's been pocketed. That's all we really need, I suppose. Oh, this is new. Is this what he was talking about? Is this pamphlet? You're just going to read it, aren't you? Yeah. So that's the Legend of the Ivory Ark. Okay. Let's see. How long is it? Okay, only the 2 pages, but still, I think I'll read this after the video has been finished. But there you are, if you want to read the entirety of it. Okay. Right. What do I do? Say goodbye? Is that an option? Thanks for your help.
What is it you want to know, miss?
I honestly don't know. The mission, maybe?
I must congratulate you for your lecture. You were right. The subject is absolutely fascinating. I never believed that mammoths could be so interesting.
What you heard was only the tip of the iceberg, my dear. But if I have at least awoken a passion in you, I'm only too proud.
Did Hans Vorarlberg agree with your hypothesis on the Yukols being able to tame mammoths?
Now, Hans was no man of science. His pathological obsession was to find mammoths that were still in existence. Such a hypothesis is somewhat overblown, don't you think?
You don't believe in it yourself?
Mammoths died out thousands of years ago. Of this we are certain. Today, the only mammoths in Syberia are frozen ones.
Do you know where Hans might have gone after his stay here in Barrackstadt?
No, but I would not be surprised if he left in search of the Yukols, or what is left of them today.
Okay, brilliant. I've got to be honest, I think the mammoths are still with us somewhere.
I hope I haven't disturbed you too much.
I think Hans was onto something.
No, not at all, my dear child.
But there we are. Right, well, I think I've got everything I need, so in the next video, we're going to go back to the train and move on to bigger and better things, presumably. Thank you very much for watching Syberia Part 10 and for staying awake through the lecture. Hope to see you back in Part 11, which should be out very soon. See you then.
How much is it you need, miss?
I didn't tell him.
$100.
No!
If it's not too much to ask.
1,000!
Here's your money. I've checked it. It's all there.
Liar. Oh, don't throw it! Oh! Ooh, I could have gone so wrong. 4 being the rock stat lock and 2 being lower the water level. That's it! Hang on, where's the train gone? It's just disappeared. Yeah, and it's back again.
You're messing around with mechanics now, are you?
Don't be so stupid, Dan.
No.
Please.
You can be such a selfish...
Takes one to know one, sweetheart.
Oh!
In the absence of acceptable scientific evidence, we have to make do with Yuko shaman.
People are going down like flies around me.
Research.
That guy's voice, though, it's grating. I don't know, imagine if I did an hour-long video where I sounded like this. About half an hour in, you'd think, stop fucking talking, because that must be hurting your voice. It's the same kind of thing. Whoa. I left a glitch in my way.